Hello, my students, and welcome to the third episode in my series of preparing for American Diploma. And in this episode, we are going to talk about solving equations in one variable. So, what's the meaning of an equation? The meaning of the equation, when I say x equals 5, so this is an equation. We have left hand side and we have right hand side. Okay, and the value of x, the value of the variable is 5. So the meaning of solving equation in one variable to find the value of the variable x or y, stuff like that. So if I have 3x equals 12, how can we find the variable x? 3x means 3 multiplied by x. This is the left hand side and the right hand side is 12. So to get the variable x in this case, because 3 is multiplied by x and I want to find x only. So to find the variable x, divide both sides by 3. Okay, divide both sides by 3. So x equals 12 divided by 3, which is 4. I have x plus 5 equals 7, the second one. And I want to get x. So let's analyze it. The left hand side is x plus 5 and the right hand side is 7. And I want to get x. So to get x, just try to get rid of 5. How can we eliminate this 5? If we subtract minus 5 from both sides, minus 5 and minus 5. So x goes minus 5 and 5 are going to be cancelled. So you left with x in the left hand side and the right hand side 7 minus 5, which is 2. And we can do it easily if we have an equation like x plus 5 equals 7 and I want to get x. We can move the 5 from left hand side to right hand side and change its sign. So x equals 7 minus 5, so x equals 2. Okay. What if I have an equation like this one? X minus 5 equals 1. And I want to get x only. I want to make x to stand alone in a side. So in this case, we will add 5 to both sides, just to cancel negative 5. So minus 5 and 5 are going to be canceled. You left with in the left-hand side x equals 1 plus 5, which is 6. And we can do it easily by moving minus 5 to the next side and change its sign. So x equals 1 and move minus 5 from this side to the other side and change its sign. It is going to be x plus 6. What if I have half x equals 12? How can we get the variable x? Just I want to get rid of half. So how can we get rid of this 2, which is written down? If we multiply both sides by 2, left-hand side and right-hand side, so 2 and 2 are going to be cancelled. 2 times half is 1. So you left with x in the left-hand side equals 12 times 2, which is 24. So simply, what is the meaning of solving an equation? The meaning of solving an equation to find the variable x or to find the variable y or to find any variable as it's written. So let's move to the next one. I have x over 2 equals 4 over 9. And in this example, I'll tell you 2 strategies we can follow to find x. The first one by doing cross multiplication. So cross multiplying x times 9 equals 9x equals 2 times 4 is 8. And to get rid of 9, divide by 9 both sides. So x equals 8 over 9. This is the first strategy we follow to find the variable x by cross multiplying, by doing cross multiplying. Okay, and we can just get rid of 2 written down in the denominator, this 2. So to get rid of this 2, just multiply both sides by 2, the left hand side by 2 and the right hand side by 2. Okay, so cancel them out, 2 and 2 up and down. You left with x equals 4 over 9 times 2, which is 8 over 9. That's it. Let's go to the next one. I have a variable, and this variable is y squared. So how can we deal with this equation, which is 4y squared equals 9? The first step, get rid of 4, the coefficient of y squared. So divide by 4 both sides. Okay, just to cancel them out, you left with y squared equals 9 over 4. How can we get the value y? How can we get the variable y? You know, by taking the square root of both sides. So to get y, just we have positive or negative square root of the right hand side. So y equals positive or negative. The square root of 9 is 3, and the square root of 4 is 2. So it's positive or negative 3 over 2. And be careful with when dealing with x squared or y squared or any squared letter. So if I have x squared, for instance, 25, let's say 25. So what is the value of x? You know, in this case, we have two values for x. We have 5 and we have minus 5. You know why? I want to find the number. When multiplying by itself, we get 25. So this number might be 5 or minus 5. So we have two values. So in this case, x equals positive or negative square root of 25. So x equals positive or negative. Don't forget it. 5. Okay. What if we have an equation with two variables in the two sides, in the left hand side and right hand side, as you see? So we have 5x in the left side and we have 3x in the right side. I want to get rid of one of them, one term of them. You know, we can get rid of 3x by subtracting 3x from both sides. So if we subtracted minus 3x from the right side, and from the left side, 3x and minus 3x are going to be cancelled. Then 5x minus 3x, it's 2x, plus 3 equals 17. So how can we find the variable x? So we have 2 multiplied by x, 2 multiplied by x, and we have 3. 3 is added to the term to x. So in this case, start with 3. Start with getting rid of 3. So how can we get rid of 3? Subtract 3 from both sides. Okay, so you ended up with 2x equals 17 minus 3, which is 14. And to get the value 2, just divide by 2 both sides. Okay, so x equals 14 divided by 2, which is 7. We can find the value of x. The second strategy we can follow, and this way is a quick way to find the value of x. Just collect like terms in a side. We have 5x in this side, and we have 3x in the right side. And we know that when moving a term or a number from a side to the other side, just to change its sign. So we can write 5x as it and move 3x from this side to the other side. So 5x minus 3x equals. What about 3? Move 3 to the next side and change its sign. And we have in the right hand side, we have 17. So write 17 minus 3. What happened again? Just I move the 3x from this side and I move the 3 from the left side. Okay. So we have 5x minus 3x, it's 2x equals 17 minus 3, which is 14, dividing by 2 both sides leads to get x equals 7. That's it. Some students get confused and say, move m from this side to the other side. Now, m and 12m, both of them, okay, exist in this side, 12m and m. So we don't need to move m to the right side, just all of them in one side. As you know, 12m plus 5 plus m, all of them in a side. And we have in the right side 44. So add them just to collect, it's a kind of simplifying 12m and m together equals 13m plus 5 equals 44. What is the next step? We want to get rid of 5 so we can move it to the next side and we can subtract 5 from both sides. So follow any way you prefer. We can move 5 to the next side, so it's 13 m, the variable is m, equals 44 minus 5. Okay, and because some students used to subtract 5 from both sides, so they are the same. If we subtracted 5 from the left side and from the right side, we will cancel 5 and minus 5. So we can move 5 directly to the next side and change its sign. So 13m equals 44 minus 5, which is 39. And to get rid of 13m, because 13m means 13 multiplied by m. So divide by 13 both sides. So we ended up with m equals 39 divided by 13, which is 3. So the value of the variable m is 3. This one, the variable is k. I have 5k in the left side and I have 3k in the right side. And I want to get k only in a side. So we can move 3k from the right to the left and change the sign. And we can move 10 from left to the right and change its sign. So we are going to write 5k as it and move 3k from this side and change its sign, negative 3k equals. Write 6 as it, and we are going to move 10 from the left side to the right side and change its sign, it's negative 10. So 5k minus 3k, when simplifying them, we will get 2k equals 6 minus 10, it's negative 4. Okay, to get rid of 2, just divide by 2 both sides. So k equals negative 4 divided by 2, which is negative 2. The value of k is negative 2. Sometimes we need to expand. So if we look at this example, I have 3. Let's analyze it. I have 3 multiplied by x plus 2. And then I have 2 multiplied by 2x minus 5. All of them in a side, in the left side. And I have 5 multiplied by x minus 1. Then we have 9. So Let's expand. 3 times x, 3x. And 3 multiplied by 2, 6. 3x plus 6 plus 2 times 2x, it's 4x. And 2 multiplied by minus 5, it's minus 10, equals. I have 5 multiplied by x, so it's 5x. And 5 times negative 1, it's negative 5. Then we have plus 9. Then we have left-hand side and right-hand side. I want to clean up them and simplify. So we have 3x and 4x, 7x, okay? And 6 minus 10, it's minus 4. Equals, we have 5x. We don't have any x's. We have 5x only. And we have minus 5 plus 9. Okay, minus 5 plus 9 equals plus 4. And what is the next step? As we used to do, we have 5x in this side, so move it to the next side. And we have minus 4 in the left side, move it to the other side. So we are going to move 5x to this side and minus 4 to this side. So we will write 7x. And moving 5x from the left side, from the right side to the left side, equals minus 5x, equals, I have in the right side 4, and we are going to move minus 4 to the next side, so it changes sign plus 4. What is the next step? It's easy to do. 7x minus 5x, it's 2x. So we have 2x equals 4 plus 4, which is 8. Then to get x, just divide by 2 both sides. Then x equals 4. The next one, try to do it. I have 2d minus 9 on a side. Okay, 2d minus 9. There is no simplifying, there is no expanding. So it's 2d minus 9 as it. 2d minus 9 equals, I have 5d, and I have minus 3 multiplied by this bracket. So expand, minus 3 times 3d, it's minus 9d, okay? And minus 3 multiplied by 2, it's minus 6, okay? So I expanded, I multiplied the negative 3 by all terms inside the bracket. So we ended up with 2d minus 9 equals, I have 5d minus 9d. You know, 5d minus 9d, it's minus 4d. And minus 6 as it. Then collect like terms in a side, in one side. So we are going to move minus 4x from this side to the other side and change its sign, and move negative 9 from this side to the other side and change its sign. So it's a 2d, and minus 4x, minus 4d, sorry, is going to move to the other side. So minus 4d is going to be 4d equals minus 6 as it, and move minus 9 to the next side is going to be plus 9. What is happening again? Just I moved minus 9 and right, I wrote plus 9 because I moved it from the left place, from the left side to the right side, and I moved the minus 6. Sorry, I moved the minus 4d, and I wrote plus 4d because I moved it from the right side to the left side. Okay, so 2d plus 4d, it's 6d, equals minus 6 plus 9, it's 3. So we have 6d equals 3. Then to get the value d, just divide by 6 both sides. So divided by 6 both sides, d equal 3 divided by 6, which is half. 3 divided by 6 equals half. The next one, yes, it seems to be complicated, but we will do it. And I told you to do cross multiplying, if you remember. I have, let's say, fraction equals a fraction, so do cross multiplying. Just write it in a line without a denominator. So 3x multiplied by 10, multiply 3x by 10, 3x is going to be multiplied by 10 times 10 equals 5 multiplied by x plus 1. Again, what I said to multiply 10 by 3x, do cross multiplying, and multiply 5 by x plus 1. So 10 times 3 is 30x equals 5 times x, it's 5x, and 5 times 1, 5. What is the next step? Just move 5x to this side and change its sign. So 30x minus 5x equals 5. 30x minus 5x, it's 25x equals 5. So to find the variable x, just divide by 25 both sides. So we have x equals 5 over 25. When simplifying it, dividing by 5 up and down, so ended up with 1 over 5. This is a way we can follow to find the variable x, and I'm going to tell you another way. Just look at the two denominators. I have 5 and 10. So what is the LCM, lowest common multiple of 5 and 10? You know the lowest common multiple of 5 and 10 is 10. So we can multiply both sides. 3x over 5 equals x plus 1 over 10. Multiply both sides by the lowest common multiple. Multiplied by 10, multiplied by 10. The lowest common multiple of the two denominators. So cancel 10 and 10. And we have 10 and 5. Just simplify, divided by 5, 1, and divided by 5, 2. So we have 2 multiplied by 3x, which is 6x, equals, I'm having in the right side x plus 1. So collect x's in a side, move x to the left side. So 6x minus x equals 1. So 5x equals 1. To get the variable x, just divide by 5 both sides. So 5x equals 1 divided by 5 divided by 5. So x equals 1 over 5. That's it. Let's look at the next example. So in this case, there is no way to do cross multiplying, because we do cross multiplying if we have fraction equals fraction. In this case, we can do cross multiplying. But in this one, how can we simplify it? How can we get x? Just look at the denominators we have. We have 6 and we have 4. We have 6 and we have 4. And ask yourself about the lowest common multiple of 6 and 4. LCM of 6 and 4. So lowest common multiple of 6 and 4, it's 12, because the multiples of 6, 12, and the multiples of 4, 8, and 12. So lowest LCM of 6 and 4 is 12. So multiply both sides, all sides, the left side and the right side, by 12. Multiply all terms in the left side by 12, and multiply all terms in the right side by 12. So you're going to multiply by 12. Let's write it again. I have 5y plus 8 over 6, okay, minus 3y plus 2 over 4 equals 1. I said that the lowest common multiple is 12, so multiply all all terms by 12. By 12, multiply by 12, and this one multiplied by 12, and the right side multiplied by 12, okay? So 12 multiplied by 5y plus 8 divided by 6, and I multiplied by 12 just to get rid of 6, which is written down, because 12 is divisible by 6. So divided by 6 is 1, and 12 divided by 6 equals 2. Okay? And 2 is multiplied by 5y plus 8, so we can multiply. 2 times 5y, it's 10y, and 2 times 8, it's 16. Minus. I have 12 multiplied by 3y plus 2, all of them divided by 4. So just to cancel 12 and 4, because 12 is divisible by 4. Divided by 4 is 1, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. So I have minus 3. Don't forget this minus. Minus 3 is multiplied by 3y plus 2. So do it, multiply. Minus 3 times 3y, it's negative 9y. Okay? And negative 3 times 2, it's negative 6. Negative 3 times 2, it's negative 6. Equals 1 times 12, which is 12. What is the next step? I have 10y and minus 9y. So 10y minus 9y, it's y. Okay? And 16 minus 6 equals 10. So y plus 10 equals 12. Just I collected like terms, I simplified, and I cleaned up the left-hand side. So to get rid of 10, just move it to the next side. So y equals 12 minus 10. So y equals 2. The same idea. What is the lowest common multiple of the two denominators I have? I have 2 and 4. Look at them. The two denominators I have, 2 and 4, and I want to get rid of them. So what is the lowest LCM of 2 and 12? 2 and 4, sorry. So the lowest common multiple of 2 and 4 is 4. So multiply all terms, all the components in the left side by 4, and all the components on in the right side by 4. So let's write it again. It's x plus 1 divided by 2 plus 3x minus 1 divided by 4 equals 4. So I said to multiply by 4 all terms. So multiply by 4 and multiply this one by 4 and multiply this one by 4. Why 4 exactly? Because 4 is divisible by 2. So divided by 2 equals 1, and there is no need in writing 1. And 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 2 is multiplied by x plus 1, so it's 2x plus 2. Plus 4 and 4 up and down, so cancel them up. So 4 and 4 cancel, the 4 written up and the 4 written down together. So we ended up with 3x minus 1. So write 3x minus 1 equals 4 times 4, which is 16. So I have 2x plus 3x. 2x plus 3x equals what? Equals 5x. So I have 5x. And 2 minus 1, it's 1. Equals 16. Just, I want to get rid of this one, so move it to the next side. So 5x equals 16 minus 1. So 5x equals 15. To find x, just divide by 5. Okay, so x equals 3. The last example in this episode, I have 40 minus x over 3 equals 4 plus x. You know, in this case, we can deal with it as 4 plus x over 1. Okay, so we can do cross multiplying. So multiply 1 by 40 minus x equals multiply 3 by 4 plus x. So 1 times 40, it's 40, and 1 times minus x equals 3 times 4 is 12, and 3 times x, it's 3x. Okay? Then collect all terms of x in a side. So, and move. We can move 40 from left side to the right side and leave negative x as it. Leave negative x as it in this side. And move 3x from the right to the left. It will be minus 3x. And 12 as it. And we are going to move 40 to the right side. So it's minus 40. So minus 1x and minus 3x equals what? Equals minus 4x equals 12 minus 40, it's 20. It's negative 28. Then to find the variable x, just divide by minus 4 both sides. Divide by minus 4 both sides. So x equals negative divided by negative positive, and 28 divided by 4 is 7. I hope you enjoyed this session and see you in the coming episodes. Goodbye for now.